Oh, it's true, I'm in love, this is paradise.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to be back. My name is Debbie, in case you don't know, and this is your first time here. And my channel is called Miss Deb. It's a beauty, fashion, vlogs and everything kind of channel. So welcome. I hope you will enjoy your time here, and I hope you will subscribe. Today's video is something that I've seen all over YouTube recently, and I love me a good rant. As much as I love telling you guys stuff that I love and stuff that I want to buy, I also love sharing, especially on my Snapchat, stuff that I just wouldn't buy. I'll be like, why is this like €5? You know, sometimes no matter how much money you have, there's just some things you can't afford. Like, I was watching this video by Toke Makinwa. She's a Nigerian celebrity, and she made a video called Things I Cannot Afford. To how I see things that I wouldn't buy. In my mind, it's like,
I can afford Gucci, I can afford Saint Laurent, but there's just some things that I just can't afford. Debbie, you play too much.
In today's video, I'm going to share some of those things that I actually just cannot afford. As in, I just wouldn't pay my money. This whole trend was started by a YouTuber named Kimberly Clark. And I saw Beauty by JJ do it. I saw Jackie Aina do it. I saw, who else did I see do it? But I saw loads of YouTubers that I really love do it. So I was like, I'm gonna do my own because I love me a good rant, okay? I love ranting about things that I just wouldn't buy. And in my mind, even if I can afford something, I'm just gonna be like, I can't afford that. The first thing in my anti-haul is a beauty blender. Why am I paying €20 for a sponge? That's pink, it's a sponge. I'm getting upset. They are all sponges. Why are we paying €20 for this? I don't follow. I'm miscommunicating something here. But basically, I would not ever in my life pay 20 for a beauty sponge thingy majig. No, never. That should be €2 max. Guys, it's all about doing your research and finding good sponges that work as well as the original without going to go waste your money on something that's like $20, like €20, £20. Chill. So the next thing that I feel as though I am just never ever gonna buy, and in my mind I just don't know why I'm gonna buy that, anything by Kylie Jenner. I just would just not buy it, simply because when it comes to matte liquid lipsticks, Colourpop has the exact same colors. So I've never felt a need to buy anything like any of the colors. And another thing is, I read online somewhere that they were all from the same factory as well. I read that somewhere. I don't know how true that is. The simple truth is, if it's a pink shade I want, Colourpop has it. If it's a red shade I want, Colourpop has it for $6. Why would I pay $15 or $30 for something that I can pay $6 for? And it's the exact same. I just can't. Highlighters, Eyeshadow, everything. When the lip kits first came out a year or I don't remember how long ago, I just had no interest because Colourpop was there. $6, $30, $6, $30. Same formula, same factory, as so I heard online. Why would I go and spend that amount on the same colors? Well, I guess the only thing she's selling is the brand name, which is, it's by Kylie Jenner. So if you're a fan of hers, makes sense. For me, I think she's cool. I follow her on Instagram, but that's about it for me. Okay, so I have the Morphe 350 palette, okay? But aside from one, I would definitely not be buying any more because they're all the same. I've seen everybody else that's done an anti-haul say this, and that's because it's a true fact. The same browns that are in the 350 matte are the same browns that are in the 350, and then it's like the different ones come out, the 35F, the something, the 40W. I'm just making up random numbers now, but yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just too much going on there, Morphe. Like, y'all need to like chill. Makeup geek. I would not spend my money. I would never spend my money on makeup geek shadows. Single. The next that I wouldn't buy, like the next I just would not spend my money on, is Sigma brushes. I have Juvia brushes, and to me, I feel as though they are quality brushes at a decent, doable price. Like, you know, I feel like if you know that you're gonna have your brushes for like a couple of years, I can part with 100 euros. But when it's going towards 200, I carry my bag and I'm gone. Okay, it just cannot work. And I don't really like buying single brushes. That's just like my preference. Like, I really don't like that. So that's why that doesn't work for me. So I'm just kind of never gonna buy that. Disclaimer: if somebody buys any of the above for me, I will gladly still collect it, but I just wouldn't be buying it with my own money. Why are unicorn brushes everywhere? Like, I get it, unicorns are pretty. They're actually quite pretty, okay? But I'm seeing unicorns everywhere. I was in Penny's yesterday. That's Primark, for those of you that don't live in Ireland. I saw unicorn brushes and I was like, really, really, really? They're not practical for anybody if we actually think about it. They're pretty to look at, but that's about it. I feel like they're the type of things that you would buy if you just wanted to look at them and maybe just put them on display on your table or something. But it doesn't seem to me like something that you'd buy for practical use all the time. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Now this is kind of more on the beauty skincare side of things. But one brand that kind of pisses me off. And I think the reason it pisses me off is because one of my favorite YouTubers, like, she had one of their products. And I thought, that's so cute, I want to try it. So I went into the store, I think actually at the airport. La Mer, that brand La Mer. Why am I paying almost 100 euro for moisturizer, please? Why am I paying 60? Why am I paying 60 for just common, like, toner, toning water? Like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Oh, ye. But there's just some things that I feel as though, yeah, you might be able to buy it, like you might buy it today, but like I feel like when you're buying something, guys, one thing I always think is, can you keep it up? Like, do you want to be spending 60 euros every time you want to buy your toner? It's not really about the one purchase, like, that I think about. I think more about the everlasting kind of recurring purchases. I can always buy this over and over and over. But if I had one of these that was like 100 euros, I think I would hesitate more. Like, first of all, I'd be more cautious about using it. So I'm not gonna like be generous when I'm using it. And then it's like, when it's like almost finished, I'll be like thinking, I need to buy another one for 100. 100 on just toner. Like micellar water, like on makeup removal. Really? Why? Like, the next brand that I just wouldn't F with, first of all, the design turn off for me, just for me. Like, I don't even think I'm their target market. Like goths and things like that, you know, shout out to them, more power to you. And even the design is more gothic and stuff, and I know that's what the owner is about and things like that. And then like the names and stuff, the designs, everything was like magical and stuff, and I guess I don't like that. And then when I smelled the foundation, I hated the smell. It reminded me of MAC's foundation. I just hate the smell. Like, when I smell any foundation that smells like MAC's foundation, it makes me gag. Like, I literally cannot deal. Lord help me, help me. The next brand that I will never buy is Juvia's Place. Like, I think the product looks quality. Like, when I see it, it looks really appealing, really pretty. I see some girls do some like Arabian looks. I've seen some like amazing makeup looks with Juvia's Place and their palettes and things like that. But when I hear the horror stories, it makes me want to carry my slippers and run away. Because it's like, first of all, why is our products taking so long to come? Why do people say, oh my god, if your product comes, you're so lucky? And then it's like, I heard about customer service not being great. And sometimes when you hear things, I know you have to go and experience it for yourself sometimes, but sometimes it just puts you off the brand. And I feel as though it's not a do or die affair for me, because I have quite a few palettes and I will survive. But I just don't think I fucks with that brand, you know. So my preference for lashes is to go on AliExpress, but if I am not in stock of any AliExpress lashes, I will typically go to Primark and get myself a couple of these. So the products that I would never buy are the eyelure ones. I used to spend so much money on eyelure lashes, like all the different ones. Exaggerate 141, Exaggerate 142, Definition 140, everything. I used to always buy them. They used to always be like 9, 8, 7 like euros and things like that. But I just saw like just stacking up. Imagine buying 3 lashes, 3 pairs of €9 lashes. You've basically spent 30 euros on something that you're just going to throw away. And that's how I just see lashes. So if I was buying lashes on AliExpress and there were mink lashes, they would be like €3.50 or €4 or something like that. And I'd buy myself a whole load of lashes that would last me like 6-7 months before I run out. And the reason I run out is because I don't know how to reuse things. I always just like use that. This nude is not my nude. I am a black woman of color, whatever word you want to use to describe my chocolatey goodness. Like, I'm just not that nude, you know? Like, just can't work. And to be honest, I'm slightly annoyed that she called it nude, because I think that it's calling something nude is wrong when it's your nude, but it's not everybody's nude. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's like my nude is darker than her nude. So I can't put out a product tomorrow and be like, call it nude, because it's a nude for me. You know, I do get where she was coming from. She was like, oh, this is my favorite nudes, my favorite, like, you know. I think personally she should have just called it Siri. I wasn't talking to you, Siri.
Just called it Siri.
Siri. She be having Siri as an attitude. Okay, so personally, I feel as though if she had come out with 2 separate ones and said my favorite nudes, one for lighter shaded people, second for dark shaded people, I wouldn't have been mad at that. They're very, very, you know, familiar with people of color, if y'all know what I mean. So I'm just thinking, you know that that's not a nude for everybody, but yet you still called it a nude. But I get it, it's like personalized to her. But when you're selling a product to everybody, even though you want to personalize it yourself, you have to kind of realize that it's not just for yourself, because you're producing it for others. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah. But yeah, guys, that's the end of my kind of rant. If you guys have any products that you would never spend your money on and you just think it's just not worth it, too pricey, no. Like, I'm never gonna buy that. If you have any of those products, please comment them down below. I will see you guys in my next one. Hugs and kisses. Bye.